Catching up after vacation, this one's a little bit long. Here we go. Rates have seen great improvement over the last couple of weeks with a top qualified buyer at 6.56%. This is the lowest since last October, and it was really caused by a weak labor report along with downward revisions from previous labor reports. Some inflation reports have come out. Core CPI inflation is moving the wrong direction to benefit interest rates. It ticked up to 3.1% year over year, and this is the third acceleration in a row. It seems to be driven by core services, although we have seen similar spikes and the bumpy road lower. Producer price inflation is also concerning right now, as this inflation potentially gets passed on to consumers. This is the highest monthly reading going back to 2022. And while a lot of news articles are probably saying that it's because of tariffs, this is actually being driven by core producer services inflation, which is not impacted by tariffs. While we are seeing inflation in the goods increasing as well, it's not nearly as significant as the producer service inflation. And the reason we're talking about inflation is because if it persists, interest rates will struggle to come down. However, Wall Street is once again very optimistic for Fed rate cuts in September. Now talking about inventory, it's still increasing rapidly in the DFW area. This is the highest inventory we've seen since going back before 2016. Right now there's an outlier in the Wilmer-Hutchins area. It looks like an interesting development, so we're going to take that out and look at everything else. So now to break it down by zip code, so these medium greens are close to 100% increase year over year, with some notable zip codes: Rome, Springtown, Southwest Fort Worth, Burleson, Louisville, Terrell, and Westwood Park. Now look at the pending ratio, where buyer activity is increasing more quickly than listings, ranging from 15 to 41% improvement year over year. We've got Everman, Bedford, east of Terrell, Pilot Point, and Alvord at a 41% improvement. So what this means for you, inventory continues to grow rapidly. There's optimism about rate improvement, but inflation could make that complicated. If the refi question, I'd say it's better a bird in the hand than two in the bush. And of course, use a team that knows the differences between micro markets. If you have questions about this data or buying a house, let me know.